Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lyric from Lovely Lyric Games, and welcome back to episode 29 of our Baldur's Gate 3 run with Mephista, and what very well could end up being our last episode in Act 1. Crazy. I don't know if that's going to be, but I think we've done just about everything. There's a couple more things we have to wrap up. So my sort of plan for this episode is kind of to have it be, like a transitionary period. Okay, well, we don't have a ton of health potions. We don't really have many rests, but that's okay. Let's potion share with Mephista and Karlak really quick. And now Mephista is going to chug some of the littler ones. There we go. Okay, and we are going to save. We did just level up, which is cool. More spell slots. More spell slots. Okay. So there's a fight that a lot of people do right when they get to this part of Act 1 that we absolutely did not do. So we are going to go, I think we're going to teleport up to the, this area, which I could have sworn I did before I saved, but I could just be wrong. Anywho, this way there's a fight right up ahead. If we look at the signpost, we did
North, Rosy Morn Monastery. West, Moonrise
right,
Towers. South, Joaquin's Rest.
Okay. So we're getting on our merry way towards Moonrise, but first we have this fight that ends up being really annoying. So this fight, these guys, these death shepherds, will just keep spawning more ghouls. Or reviving their ghouls. I can't remember specifically which.
On my way.
TLDR, we want them dead, and we want them dead, like, bad. Why are you yellow? Oh, these guys are dead. Okay, I was like, what? It's like, who's yellow in the fight? They're not in the fight. We should do it like this, that way they have to run through it if they want to come to us. And then we will use our Dread Ambusher on that big guy. And he is baned, which is pretty cool. And now they should immune to nauseous. Yeah, they're going to be going through the spike growth, which buys us a little more time. Mephista. Level 4, what did you get? Polymorph. Was a decision on my part to have Polymorph be the thing. But we're going to throw down Hunger of Hadar. I think. Right about here. Especially with the spike growth reducing their movement, that should be helpful towards for us. Because we're a caster and we have concentration, I'm going to kind of boop us back in that little corner. I love using area of effect spells though, because these fools are not going to know what to do with themselves. Karlak, what do you have for level 4? Ice Storm. Damn. So are we just gonna rain ice down on these guys? I mean, we might as well. Come on, Karlak. Cutting word. Oh, these poor fools. Hunger of Hadar, Ice Storm, and Spike Growth. These fools aren't gonna know what to do with themselves. Now where? I would like to fly Karlak up like here, but I don't think we can. So I think we're going to swoop just a little back so we're kind of out of the line of sight. I'm just gonna kind of put Lae'zel near the front here. And we'll ever shoot at this Death Shepherd. And we missed both times. You know? That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, the spike growth is getting rid of a lot of them. But they, like I said, they bring back the freaking... Them being blinded, though, I think is quite helpful. If we can ensnare one of these fools... Is he ensnared? No, because I'm a fool. Oh wait, that's when break spike growth. Fuck. That's okay. That's fine. This is ice too, so... I mean, these guys are just poor fools. Yeah, and Lae'zel can get rid of him. Okay. Let's... Hunger of Hadar. No, we're not breaking concentration. We could do something incredibly funny now that we have the Blood of Lathander. So if we could get Mephista at a decent angle, we could, in theory, sunbeam these fools. But we can't get her quite at the angle I want. Level 4. Oh, that's our other level 4 spell. Why is it up in that corner? That's a little dumb. Could we Thunderwave them, or are they too far? Lae'zel. No. Okay. Well, let's just Eldritch Blast. Why am I... So, I want to get rid of this Death Shepherd who's almost out of Hunger of the Dark. Beautiful. And we have Shatter. Can I... Let's just do this. Yeah, these poor fools. Now, in theory, you can't get up there. Not enough space. Are you jaking my chain right now? There's totally enough space. I could stand up there, and I am the most uncoordinated person I know.
I am fury. I am death.
Lae'zel. Hell, I don't even think it's worth you hitting that guy. It's not worth your action. Ooh. I don't know what Necrotic Veil is, but I'm happy we broke his concentration on it. No, it's Ice and Hunger of Hadar, and he is... I mean, he brought back one of the ghouls, but if we get rid of him... Okay, well, I don't love that he's, Did he bring back the other Death Shepherd? Oh my... goodness freaking gracious, man. Okay, well.
On I go.
Ruh-roh! Maybe we can have Mephista Thunderwave them back into the thing. That would be very nice. This is why this fight's annoying. We do this. I don't want Lae'zel, though. I don't want Lae'zel to get heated. Please, please, please. Yes! Okay, that's big. That's actually humongous for us. That's actually massive. And it's still ice terrain from the ice storm. Acid. Ooh, its turn. Well, I don't know if that would really be... What else could we do? We could just magic missile. Let's just ram that guy with a bunch of magic missiles. Guaranteed damage. Could be worse. I kind of just like having Karlach fly around on our bonus action. I know it doesn't really do much. I just think it's fun. Therefore... Womp womp. We're not concentrating, are we? Oh, we're concentrating on Shield of Faith. This isn't going to make me fly over, will it? That one I think wouldn't get me in Hunger of Hadar, but I don't know if that's worth it. That ghoul's almost out of Hunger of Hadar, but I don't want Lae'zel to get Hunger of Hadar. Okay, well she didn't, thankfully. We're gonna have her step back a smidge, and we'll have her shoot the other Death Shepherd, and it didn't do anything. Celestials, Fiend, and Undead. Wait, are these guys undead? These guys are undead. Hey. Hey, Lae'zel, take that Divine Sense. I love Paladin, guys. And whenever they respawn people, they come back at full health. That's why these guys suck. Okay. We have this before his turn between all of us to kill this guy so he doesn't res this guy. Ensnare him, Shadowheart, please. He's saved. Okay. Well. Okay, but we killed him. Okay, Shadowheart, you're so clutch. Thank you, Queen. And Hunger of Hadar, honestly, should do the rest. At this rate, I might not even... Well, I suppose I could just Eldritch Blast the existing pools.
My turn.
And Karlach. Yeah, just hit that pool.
Victory awaits.
Do you have anything? No? Okay. You're gonna shoot. Lae'zel, I don't even know what your dex is. Is it even... Okay, you have 12. I mean, that's not great, but it's not terrible either. Okay. The ghast is more powerful, so if we get rid of him, then this little guy, this ghoul, is gonna get Hadar'd. And if he doesn't, boink! Yes! So that fight is usually annoying because you typically do it before the crush and like before you have level 4 spells and, you know. So we have a little bit of looting to do, and then we might just explore up this area a little bit. I don't really think there's too much up here, but I don't know if I've ever checked it out past them. So we are going to loot them, and then I will jump back, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, everyone, so we looted, and if you notice, we were getting encumbered. My big boy carry weight mod was
To find another way.
giving me some issues with launching the game, so I had to turn it off. So we just have our extra carry weight mods, which still good, but not nearly as much carrying capacity as we had before. So that's okay. A bird nest. Rotten eggs. Okay, so we are going to walk this way. And then this is the pathway to Act 2.
Walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Interesting. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. I can't believe we're getting ready to go into Act 2 already. I was kind of hoping we'd hit Act 2 in episode 30, but that's okay. Sometimes the timing isn't meant to work out. But there is a little fella we need to have a conversation with here.
Wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
We do know Gale. He's resting in camp.
Ever a man of leisure.
You just call him lazy? That's crazy. That's diabolical.
Along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp.
I will come with you. It'll be my pleasure.
And I would confirm it to be so. Please. After you. My thanks for your excellent guidance.
I try.
And yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I mean, valid
I
complaint.
don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience?
Damn.
Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Yes, Gale. Be nice to our guests, please.
Oh, for the love of...
Gale, we are nice to the old man.
Fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me.
Damn.
Graver matters.
Real though. Me when I go an hour without eating.
To digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will.
Ha.
Words
Ha.
ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right.
Gale does not have the patience for this right now.
You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy.
The boy.
I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech.
Okay. That can't be a good sign.
On behalf of Mistra, the message and the charge I bring you are hers.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised after Gale's debacle. Surprised she sent you, you know, given Gale kind of fumbled that.
Thank you for that most considerate reminder.
Sorry, Gale.
You know,
No offense,
where you
but like a
went
little bit.
wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
And we love that.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness.
So,
Mistra is aware
yeah.
of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
if the gods know, why are we facing this alone?
They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be.
That's
Do
a
not
really
discount
good
yourself.
line. Damn.
And by the same token, do not discount your enemy.
Fair.
You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
How so?
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
Okay.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
Three is a crazy answer. Say what you will, but Gale does not have to blow himself up.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me
Gale,
no pleasure saying
she
this,
groomed you, okay? Don't listen to her.
Such is Mystra's will.
Gale, you're a victim.
Yours must be the sacrifice
It's okay.
that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid.
We are not gonna let Gale blow himself up, by the way. You can. That's not how this run's gonna go.
Done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Well, I'm not gonna let him kill himself. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Absolutely.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet,
Sure.
an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
We're not gonna...
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
We're not letting Gale kill himself. We're gonna go have a conversation and be like, hey, Gale. So that whole blowing up the thing in your chest and you basically just being a human bomb, not doing that. Not so cool.
For the two of us.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable.
Fair.
I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
I guess I'd always imagined to be more imposing.
The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence.
So he's like,
For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young.
real.
A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
Real. You're seriously considering this, Gale?
Of course. You offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
There's gonna be another way.
There was. I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
You're not blowing yourself up, Gale.
Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. We may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Gale, I am too cocky to let you blow yourself up to save us. Okay? Rotten warning sign.
Do not walk in darkness. Turn to the light.
Well, that can't be the best omen. Wasn't there like a dead rabbit or something I was gonna loot before Elminster grabbed us? Yeah, okay, nothing on it.
Mazel, do you want to talk about what happened at the crash?
Oh, Charlotte, you're so thoughtful.
You'll know when I'm ready to discuss it.
Yeah, Lae'zel's still pissed
Fair
at me.
enough. But if you change your mind,
It is not a matter of mind. It is a matter of faith. And I have been put to the test.
Which is valid. Her entire, like, family did kind of...
Beware of the shadows. Pass at your peril.
Do not...
Do not walk in darkness. Turn to the light.
And was there another one? Oh, that's a fence. That's a fence. That's why I can click on it. Haha. Okay, Karlak, that's another scroll for you. For us, that's stuff we can put to where's I. No. We have to, yeah, we have so, oh my god, we have so much Featherfall. Well, guys, we are walking onward towards the Shadow Curse lands.
no traps, please.
Are you guys excited? Because that is Act 2. That means we are done with Act 1. So this is a big time for us. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Okay, without further ado, to Act 2 we go. It does, I think, force us into arrest. Yeah, okay. So maybe we should do some conversations before we leave our camp. Let's talk to people we haven't talked to in a while. Let's start with Will. Let's kind of do tie up loose conversations.
With the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen,
Fair.
I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me,
You have
it
a
all
fair
sounds
point.
like nonsense.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned.
Damn,
Bill's got
Will spit in
everything he needs
facts.
to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
What's it like being the son of a Grand Duke?
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh.
Interesting.
I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords.
Fair.
Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
Hmm. good wine. I'll toast to that.
Yeah. Though, truth be told, I'd sooner down a week-old hooch at a ramshackle inn.
Fair.
Better company and a better buzz.
He has a point. How did you become the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. After my exile, I was hunting near the Cloakwood. I heard a child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him.
He needs a
I don't remember much of the battle,
therapist.
but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
That was nice. You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry.
Because you didn't save his mom?
The monsters preying on innocents.
Oh, fair.
Angry
That
at
too.
the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil.
That's
Angry
real.
at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. Let's
And
say
it's
that.
nice to meet someone of your talents.
Oh.
A worm
Don't
wriggling
flirt
in
with
my
me, I'm
stomach
Carlax.
didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With
Fair.
you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
Interesting. We should get you out of this pack, though.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules.
Fair.
That's the only language devils listen to.
Also fair. There must be a loophole.
There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The
Interesting.
only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We'll beat her if we put our worms
We
together.
can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Will is a very important character in regards to Karlach. The two of them are buds now. Ooh, we could talk to Halson. I love Halson.
You wish to speak?
You have anything interesting? Do you feel... It can't be easy surrendering your title.
Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Beware
Real.
of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just
Halson
glad
kinda
to be
spits
out here
facts.
amidst the Oak Father's creations.
Okay. I think that conversation will be more interesting when we're in the Shadow Curse, so we're not gonna worry about that option. We did just talk to Gale, but does he have anything else to say?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You're not blowing yourself up. Let's ask how he is first before we scold him. How are you feeling?
Oh, you know me, never the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives.
Okay.
Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long.
I mean, fair.
If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Is she always so demanding?
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up.
Fair.
That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me.
Oh, you're special.
She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
Are you sure about that, Gale? We'll have other things. Why doesn't Miss Church just deal with it?
No doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better.
Fair.
As for Elminster, He saved the realms more times than legend can recount. To take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
Well, you're not going to. But it doesn't sound like we can work on talking him out of it yet. Astarion, it's been a while since we've talked to our favorite vampire.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute.
Real.
It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling.
Okay, Astarion.
Perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
Astarion, we're not controlling the cult, but, there was a oh yeah, we never talked about the monster hunter. Oops.
Who? What happened?
Sorry, Astarion. It was a Gur.
A Gur? What are those vagabonds? Why would they... Cazador.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he'd send a Gur to hunt me down.
What's so special about the Gur?
First, they make excellent monster hunters, so find a vampire spawn sounds perfectly reasonable to them. Second,
Okay.
they're the reason I'm like this in the first place. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me.
To remind you of that night?
Perhaps. He probably thought it was funny.
Bastard.
But more likely, he's trying to send me a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back.
Why capture you?
Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways.
Hmm.
Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me.
3 is crazy. Should we be concerned?
We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.
Okay. What do you think's at Moonrise?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Fair. Fair. Yeah, Astarion, tell us about yourself.
To tell, I was sired by a vampire named Cazador.
Mm-hmm.
Everything before that is so long ago it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, I'd rather not reflect on it.
I mean, valid. You remember life before that?
I was a magistrate, working to keep the peace in Baldur's Gate.
Interesting.
Imprisoning troublemakers, that kind of thing.
Mm.
I can't remember much, truth be told. Centuries of torment will do that to you.
Yeah, valid. Okay. And I'm not asking how he was turned because we just sort of talked about that when we asked about Cazador. Let's walk this away. What's up, Shadowheart? You got anything interesting you want to
I
say?
can't believe Mistra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Well, we're not gonna let him, so don't worry too much. You seemed intrigued when Halston mentioned the Dark Justiciars
I
before.
was. He mentioned Dark Justiciars, and we've come across other signs of a Sharon presence during our travels. I'm not sure I can dismiss that as a coincidence.
I mean, valid. What do you think? Why don't we ask her about her pain now that we know she worships
The
Shar?
wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
How do you manage it?
It's less difficult than you might imagine, when you can't remember life without it.
Real.
Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss, and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
or sometimes because they have no other choice. So what I was gonna say is, I have a chronic illness that is a genetic condition I was born with that causes me massive amounts of pain. A lot of times, it has been referred to as one of the most painful illnesses you can have. It is, really not great, and it sucks, and it took them 6.5 years after I started experiencing symptoms for them to figure out what it was, and they told me it was growing pains for most of that time, and so I just thought everyone was miserable all the time. And yeah, you can actually do really, really well when you're told that you have no other choice. So, it's not great, but you can learn to live with pain. It's not nice, it's not fun, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but you can still thrive. Or try. I try, guys. Let's turn to other matters. What do you think of what's happened?
You have a talent for understatement, you know that?
Real. Fair.
Specifics, please.
What do you think about what happened to the
I
Druid
suppose
Grove?
some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us.
True.
No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
Fair. Alright, well, we can turn to other matters. I think that's nice, you know, we got a little more info about Char. We can check with Lae'zel, talk to the animals, maybe talk to Karlach, and then we'll,
Elminster. Even the Githyanki
move
have
forward.
heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale.
Interesting.
Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however.
Clearly.
Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him.
Yeah.
Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people.
Well,
Mystra is concerned only for herself. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
and so Lae'zel, I'm gonna ask, how do you think that translates to what happened at the creche and everything with Vlaakith? Oh, let's ask her about the disc we found in the creche.
In your mind's eye, Lae'zel sees it too and considers the vision. Tirsu markings, ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No, wait. The texts are enciphered, but there's a common speech translation beneath, carved in a different hand.
Interesting.
It's a story about Orpheus. Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Are you good, girl?
I am fine. The slate is not. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
Okay. I can read it on my own time.
If you must. Nothing good can come of it.
Alright, well... yeah, because the hatchery did only have one egg. How many are in a clutch?
Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Wow. Yeah. Who does the laying? Oh, I am actually kind of curious about the logistics. Hang on.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young.
Interesting.
The queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
Yeah, how did you evolve to lay eggs?
Humanoid.
I'm
How
sorry.
I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans.
That
Our biology
feels
slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs
not
after we
great in
escaped
nature.
deliberate enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process. A favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Okay, on to other matters.
Go on then.
Do I have anything else? Yeah, are the Gith always so brutal with their instructors?
Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
For what reason?
Survival. My people have no use for cowards.
Okay.
Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
I mean, it's giving eugenics, but, you know. That's her business, I guess. I'm not going to judge her cultures and their practices. Okay, let's speak with animals. I had to think of the name of the spell. Let's chat with the owlbear cub and Scratch. See how our friends are doing.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend.
Correct! 10 points to our baby. You like it?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat.
True.
Goblin cat smells like goblins.
Stanky. We pet.
Ooh, more.
I love it. I'll give you all the pets you want, buddy. I'm chat with you.
Fun.
Yes! I'm his mom! Karlak's his other mom. Scratch just deserves all the pets in the world. We have to make sure we're giving Scratch all of the love in the world. What a good boy. Oh, you see Owlbear just freaking running in the background so quick he's fading in and out of existence. That's wild. Karlak! Hello!
Oh, was that Gail's granddad?
She's so cute. I love her. He looked like it.
Wonder if he's a wizard too. He's certainly got the beardliness for it.
I love
Why'd he
her.
come all this way to track us down?
He wants, yeah, we'll just say, yeah, Gale's god wants him to commit suicide.
Whoa, now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's a lot of information
What's
to
he going
process.
to do?
Not do that. I don't think he's gonna do it to himself. We're not gonna let him.
Good. I'm 100% sure there's another way to bring down this cult.
You and me both.
No true god would ask such a thing from her faithful. That's for certain. Poor
She
Gale.
be spitting facts.
He must be in bits after hearing that. I'll distract him. Tell him I haven't read a book since secondary school. Watch his face melt off.
She's so funny. I love her. Oh, she's great. Watch his face melt off, real. I don't read as much as I used to read so much for fun as a kid, and I don't do it too much anymore, mostly because I have to do so much required reading for school that I just, when I have free time, it's not that. But I am excited to be done with school because I really do want to get back into reading for pleasure. And also, Karlak, I want to touch you, Queen.
Where would you start?
I am gonna kiss you on that mouth of yours until my lips burn off.
All night. And then some.
Forever.
God, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
I will invent a way, Queen. Never underestimate lesbians in love, guys. That's my lesson for y'all. So we're gonna save, because we did so much dialogue. We're going to go to bed. Honk, me. Ah! With that fuck-ass hair, too? Standing over me?
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Oh, shut up. Sorry, guys. I'm mean.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Speak. Arf, arf.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
Okay. Are you talking about the person in the prism?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power.
Interesting.
That very power will be the end of Vlakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people.
Shares's Caresses.
Together we will break our chains and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, Jastil Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel. Every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected.
Which is why it
Nor
didn't work.
does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
Lae'zel? Vlakith has led you astray, Lae'zel. And maybe we should hear him out, is all I'm saying. See, Lae'zel proves that's the right thing to do, guys.
I served Vlakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me her Sharlak.
Rhymes with Karlak.
Her words
Sorry.
carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try.
Yes, sir!
Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Yoink! And so you all know, I'm assuming you guys have watched the series. If not, this is not the best episode to jump in. But if you don't know this game, we are getting good endings in this run. And y'all might need to have a little bit of trust in me on this path, is all I'm saying. Because Voss, he is good.
Vlakith Kosivim Hrath Crashhead. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate.
Okay.
No mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem.
10,000's a lot, Queen.
Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
Yes! Five is crazy. What does Ascension entail?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head.
Cool.
Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlakith, in Tunarath, City of Death.
Okay.
We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Do you agree that Vlakith is a tyrant? Which, this is kind of a heavy question, because I'm not religious, just disclaimer, but if I believed in a god my whole life, and then I just discovered, the god was not doing what I thought, and the people who believe in it are all being fed lies and manipulation, I would be pretty mad, but it would be a hard thing to come to terms with. So I don't know if she's going to be ready to call Vlakith a tyrant, but let's ask.
I'd never thought Vlakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will.
Fair.
A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlakith consumes the Ascended to gain power...
And he'd probably know.
I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured.
Yeah.
Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlakith to true godhood.
Okay. Let's ask who the one in the prism is.
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Interesting. Let's move on.
Yes. I'd like time to think.
I'm sure you would.
We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Shares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlakith's eyes are upon us.
Fair. Let's leave. Okay. And now we're going to come honk shmee methinks. Actually, this going to the mountain pass, as you guys have seen, forces you into a long rest. But I believe it is a free long rest, so it doesn't eat up any camp supplies. Scratch! Speak with animals. Scratch! Hi, Bud Bud. I love you.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What you got there, bud?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
Pristine mesh toe sandals. He got us new shoes, and they're pristine. They're like some bougie shoes. Guys, he found us some fine kicks on the way to Act 2. Alright, so I think we are actually going to wait until episode 30 to actually explore Act 2. If we leave camp right now, we will be in Act 2. But we are going to wait until the next episode to do that. So if you guys are enjoying the series, I know this is more of a like filler story episode. I hope you guys don't mind. It is a good game with a good story. Please consider liking, subscribing on a small channel, so it does help me out. I have a playlist for this series and a bunch of other series and other games on my channel if you're looking for something to watch. If not, just thank you for watching till the end. I hope you are well. I hope the rest of your day goes well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!